Chaitanamanovistam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Sayam Rupagadamaya Jyoti Swaparantiyo Varadanastranandantai Vridam Yache Puna Puna Shimarupa Padam Tulisyam Janma Janmani Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Gaura Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So are you able to hear in the back? Unfortunately, our big sound system has lost his soul. Vrinda Kund. At Nakar, it is stated that just see on the western side of Nandeshwar Parvat, the place where Vrinda Devi resides and organizes. From there she plans out all the leelas of Braj. So we're just on the western side of Nandagram, Nandeshwar Parvat. This hill you see behind me, with this beautiful temple on top, this is Nandagram. And this hill is actually incarnation of Lord Shiva. It's like Giriraj is incarnation of Lord Vishnu, and Barsana is incarnation of Lord Brahma. So this is Nandeshwar Parvat. Is there some water?
Yeah.
Oh, you keep it apart. You have a lot of boys with you. You keep it for the boys. And as you can perceive, we're sitting on the western side. As you see, sun was just coming up on eastern side. In fact, if you're sitting in the middle arch of the new temple that is almost completed, on the 21st of March or the 21st of September. What happens in those 2 days? Anybody knows? Equinox. Day and night are equal. 21st March, 21st September. If you're sitting in that middle arch and looking towards Nandagram, you will see the sun rise directly behind the temple towers. First, the sky will turn very pink, like the bottom of Srimati Radharani's lotus feet. Then the sky will turn golden like Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Then this beautiful golden orb will rise just behind, exactly behind the temple towers. So this temple is situated directly west of Nandagam. After March 21st, sun will go very far this way. And after September, now he's coming this way. If you follow my finger, he moves from there to there. We hear about sun moving north and south, but we usually live in big cities where we can't see. In fact, those people who live in New York, you see some people, they see the sun rise at 11 o'clock and he sets at 1 o'clock. But here, if you stay, then you can watch. Over here, he comes up over here. At the end of the winter, he'll come up over here. And at the end of the summer, he'll come up over behind the temple there. That much he moves back and forth. So when he's directly east, he's in the middle, day and night are equal, so he's directly east. So our temple is directly west, and Bhakti Ratnakar says, just see. On the western side of Nandeswar Parvat is the place where Vrinda Devi stays and organizes all the Leelas of Braj. In fact, this whole Vrindavan is named after Vrinda Devi. Vrinda Van. Van actually means forest. Vrinda Devi's forest. Although she has surrendered it at the lotus feet of Srimati Radharani, and Radharani has turned it back to Vrinda Devi to take care of, so this whole forest is being taken care of by Vrinda Devi. So we're just west of Nandagam. When Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is describing Vrindavan, when he comes to Nandagam, he has a very beautiful verse. Tattachirubhuttam aparashobham nandiswaram sadhugana varanti nandiswaram yam tadyadi rupam Sri Nandarajalaya rajamanam. So he's describing Vrindavan, so when he says Tat, he's referring back to that Vrindavan. Tattachirubhuttam, the crown jewel of Vrindavan is this Nandeswar Parvat. Already Giriraj has been described as the tilak of Braj. And this Nandagam, this Nandeswar Parvat is the crown of Braj. Tattachiruputtam apara shobham, of unlimitedly expanding beauty. This is the crown of Braj with unlimited expanding beauty. Tattachirubhuttam apara shobham nandiswaram sadhugana varanti. Sadhugana varanti. Not that Vishwanath Chakravarti alone is saying. Sadhugan. All the sadhus are telling that this is the crown of Braj. Sadhugana varanti. Nandiswaram yam tadiri rup. It is the self-same form of Nandeswar Mahadev. Sri Nandarajalaya rajamanam. So those of you who have been in India for some time, you may have seen the word in Hindi, Karyalay. Anybody saw this word, Karyalay? Some people. Karyalay means office. So here it says Rajalay. Sri Nandarajalaya. So you can imagine, what is Rajalay? Karyalay, Karya, where we do work. So Rajalay means palace. Sri Nanda Rajalaya Rajamanam. Nanda Maharaj ke Mahal Maha Birajman hai. Nanda Maharaj's palace is resting there. Rajalay, his palace, is resting on top of this hill. Later when we do Raj Bhog Artik, we'll sing a very beautiful song by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur called Vrinda Dev Astak. But he also wrote a very beautiful astak about Nandeswar Parvat. Nandeswar Astakam. After writing this beautiful Vrinda Dev Astak, he must have turned around and seen the beautiful sight of Nandagam Hill in the distance, in the east. And being inspired, he wrote this beautiful Nandeswar Astak. Yatra vrajadipe pura pratima prakasa prasara mura kalaso parinitarangi barhikshate bhuvijayat vajaketu bhuto nandi saram samaramandam mudam dadatu. Yatra vrajadipe. Yatra, in that place, Vrajadipe. Vrajadipe means the king of Braj. Yatra Vrajadipe Pura is Pur. By now you know Pur, huh? Just like Puri also is there. Jagannath Puri or Mayapur. Pur means city. Yatra Vrajadipe Pura Apratima Prakasha is unparalleled. You cannot compare it. Apratima. Unparalleled city, Prakasha. It's like you might have heard this word prakash. It's like everybody has got some Ved prakash, Om prakash, Som prakash. Prakash means shining. So in that place, the unparalleled city of Nanda Maharaj is shining. And you can see. Especially when the sun comes on this side. Now, one nice devotee has put white marble all over the dome. So when the sun is on this side, it's just shining and shining like anything. Yatra vrajadipe pura pratima prakasha prasara murda kalasopari nittarangi. That on top of the palace there's a dome, on top of the dome there's a kalash, on top of that kalash nittarangi, something is always dancing. If you look closely in the distance you will see. Prasara murda kalasopari nittarangi barhikshate bhuvi jayadva jaketu bhuto. You know barhi? Barhi means peacock. And Jayadvaj. Just like we have one friend from Argentina named Jayadvaj. Maybe some people have met him, Jayadvaj. So Jayadvaj, like Jayapataka, Jayadvaj, same thing, victory flag. So you look closely, you can see that victory flag is dancing on top of the kalash. Sometimes even we'll see peacock dancing there. Nityarangi, always dancing. You see this Ketubhuta, very wonderful, not ordinary victory flag, but very wonderful victory flag. Parhikshate bhuvi jayad vajaketubhuto. Ikshate means by the eye you see. Nandi saram samaramandam mudam dadatu. May that Nandeswar Parvat kindly give us unlimited amounts of happiness. Just like we're all sitting here under the gaze of Nandeswar Parvat, and I think we're all feeling very happy here. Is it? Radhanath Swami, he went so many places with his group. And I was sitting with him and 4 or 5 devotees came. And Maharaj asked them, what was the favorite place in the whole yatra? And all of them automatically, it's almost as if they had practiced. All 4 of them together said, Vrinda Kund. It is so peaceful, so very beautiful. We're trying to make it beautiful. We're trying to make this Vrinda Ban. Ban means forest. Here we have problem of very, very salty soil, but some places we got some trees to grow. Just now we got some grass to grow. Before nothing was growing here, now we got some grass growing here. Gradually, here and there, we're trying to again recreate that forest. Just like now you see nowadays people, instead of growing trees, they cut the trees and make griha. It is no longer Vrindavan, it is Vrinda Griha. But actually Vrindavan means forest. Radhe Radhe. So Nanda Maharaj's palace is shining there in the distance, in this Nandeswar Parvat. In fact, it was just after this Damodar Leela. We're celebrating this whole month, this Damodar month, and singing this beautiful Damodar Astakam. It was just after this Damodar Leela that Upananda, he called a meeting of all the cowherd men. They're in Gokul, way on the other side of the Jamuna. Some of us went there to Gokul the other day. So there he called meeting of all the cowherd men. He said, this place is not safe. First Putana came. The women's ministry may be very unhappy. The first demon that Krishna killed was a woman. So first Putana came, then Shakatasura came, then this Trunarvat came. So many demons came. And finally these 2 Arjun trees, just the other day, these 2 Arjun trees came unexpectedly, we can't understand how, somehow or other, just unbelievably, they just came crashing down, and somehow Lala was just in between and he got saved. By the grace of great Lord, our merciful Lord has saved him. We can't imagine what a disaster it would have been though if one of those trees had fallen on top of him. So this place is not safe. We should go to Vrindavan. Because they were in Mahavan. On the other side of the Jamuna there is Mahavan. Brihadvan. Bhagavatam says Brihadvan. But Brihad, just same thing, Maha. Great. But on the other side is the beautiful forest of Vrindavan. And Prabhupada explains in Krishna book and also in first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam in a purport that the forest of Vrindavan stretches from the now town called Vrindavan. There's a town called Vrindavan where our Krishna Balaram temple is there. That is where Ras Leela takes place. So that place has become very, very famous, that town. But the forest, he says, stretches 32 miles all the way up to Nandagam. It includes Varsana and Govardhan. Huge forest, Vrindavan. Is it there? Nice, fresh grasses are there and so many wonderful things are there. We should go there to Vrindavan. So they packed up all of their belongings on bullock carts and kept all the ladies and children on the bullock carts, all the cowherdmen walking around, and all around them thousands and thousands of cows. Nanda Maharaj alone has 9 lakhs of cows. You know 1 lakh? You know? Sundri. 100,000. So 9 lakhs, almost 1 megabyte of cows he has. And that makes Nanda Maharaj very happy. If we had 900 gigabytes on our hard drive, we'd be very happy. But Nanda Maharaj is very happy with 9 lakhs of cows. That makes him very happy. So all of those cows moving along, around, surrounding the caravan of bullock carts, looks just like the ocean of milk. And where they're passing over the hills, looks just like waves in that ocean of milk. And Krishna's just a small boy. When they left Gokul to come here, he was just a small boy. So small boy, you know, small boy, they like to ask too many questions. Isn't it? All the mothers, all those who are mothers, they know. They're all smiling, shaking their head. They know little boys, they ask too many questions. So Dao is sitting in the lap of Rohini, and Kanhaiya is sitting in the lap of Yasoda, and he's asking so many questions. Oh Maya, what kind of tree is this which got a beard? What kind of tree is this which got a beard? Oh Maya, ye kahan ki pair hai jiski daari hai? So Mother Yasoda, she looked and she said, oh Lala, this is banyan tree. You saw banyan tree with beard coming down? He said, Lala, this is banyan tree. Then they went a little further. He said, oh Maya, what kind of tree is this whose leaf has got a tail? What kind of tree is this whose leaf has got a tail? Oh Maya, ye kahan ki pair hai jiski patte ki poonch hai? What kind of tree is this whose leaf has got a tail? And Mother Yasoda, she looked and said, oh Lala, this is peepal tree. Just like you saw this big tree in front of Prabhupada's Samadhi. You ever looked at the leaf? Leaf is shaped just like a little heart, and then it comes down and there's a little poonch, little tail is there. This is peepal tree, Asvata. So they went a little further, he heard some sound. So Lala said, Maya, what kind of sound is this? Maya, what does this sound? What does this sound, Maya? So Mother Yasoda, Lala, this is peacock. Peacock means more. And peacock is calling, Ke Radha, Radha Krishna. Peacock is calling Radha Krishna, Radha Krishna. Then they went a little further. Oh Maya, what kind of tree is this with a little yellow fruit? What type of a tree is this with a little yellow fruit? Just like if you go in MBT, now you'll see in all the trees there, this now it's green, but after one more month, then it'll start turning yellow. In Hindi we call bear. In Sanskrit it's called badri. So Mother Yasoda said, Lala, this is a badri tree. These are the badri fruits. Like this, asking so many questions, gradually they eventually came to this place, Nandagaon. And so many wonderful pastimes have happened in Nandagaon. Just like, in fact, we heard this hill is incarnation of Lord Shiva, so as soon as Lala moved here, then Lord Shiva also came to get darshan of Nanda Lala. You have seen Lord Shiva carries a little drum, damru, shaped like an X, with two little balls tied on strings, you know, and he shakes it like this. So he was making so much noise like this. Mother Yasoda came outside to see what is going on. She saw one yogi is there. Whole body is covered with ash. On his neck is samp, bichu, what do you say, scorpion, makri, spider. So Mother Yasoda slammed the door. And Lord Shiva said, Maya, please open the door. I came from so far away just to get darshan of your Lala. I just came to get darshan of Nanda Lala. So Mother Yasoda said, no, if my Lala will see you, wo dar jayega. He'll become frightened. Huh? No, Maya, I came from very far away. Bahut dur se aaya. All the way from Durban. Huh? You know dur? Dur means very far. So there's one forest, it's so far away, it's in South Africa, called Durban. So I came from bahut dur se aaya. I came from very far away, bahut Durban. Just to get darshan of your Lala. Ye lalsa laya ke Nanda Lala ka darshan hoga. I had this lalsa, this desire to see Nanda Lala. No, if my Lala will see you, he'll become frightened. You please go away. Alright, I'm going to stay here until he comes outside. So Mother Yasoda came outside, said, look Baba, I know all you Babas, you're not going to sit here all day. You only came for one thing, so you take some roti and you be on your way. You know roti? Some of you know chapati. But chapati is very thin, flat little thing. And especially if you're from Gujarat, then it's just flat like paper. But roti, they don't use this rolling pin, like this. It is very thick, with butter or ghee on top. Huh? So all the sadhus, they go begging from door to door, just getting these rotis. It's like on Brajmandal Prikama, we go from village to village, just getting rotis and chach. So Mother Yasoda brought a stack of rotis, said, look Baba, I know you Babas, you didn't come here to sit all day. You came for some roti, now you take some roti and be on your way. So Lord Shiva, he became nirash, helpless and hopeless. And he went off into the forest and he sat down and he began hoping against hope. And what was his hope? It was the king of all hope, it was the lord of all hopes. Therefore he became famous as Asheshwar Mahadev. Anybody has a friend named Asha? Anybody has an Indian friend named Asha? Somebody? Yes, alright. Few people. Asha means hope. So he became Asheshwar Mahadev. Because that is the Lord of all hopes, to get the darshan of Nandalala. We've also come here to Vrindavan with this hope. That somehow we'll become purified and we can see Nandalala. We're chanting our 16 rounds, we're following Prabhupada's instructions just with this hope. So he was hoping against hope. Meanwhile, Lala, he knew that his great devotee Lord Shiva has come to see him. He's his best devotee, Vaishnavanam Yata Shambhu, best Vaishnava is Lord Shiva. He couldn't get darshan of his best devotee, so he began to cry. And everything Mother Yasoda did to try and stop his crying got failed. And all the older gopis came and everybody tried and everybody failed. But there was one older gopi there. And she was very intelligent gopi. She said, somebody has put nazar. Nazar means, in Hindi we say nazar, means evil eye. Somebody has put evil eye, nazar on your Lala. Who came here today? So Mother Yasoda said, well, Abhinandan came and Sunanda came and Brisbanu Maharaj, he also came. Oh, one yogi came, whole body covered with ash and sam, pichu, makari. So that yogi must have put nazar on your Lala, evil eye. Where did he go? I don't know, I gave him some rotis and sent him on his way. So then all of the gopis, they fanned out all around the four sides of Nandagam Parvat, trying to find out where is that yogi. We must get him back here to take away this evil eye. So they found him sitting in the forest. And the gopis came there, they said, Chalare yogi Nanda Bhavan, Yasmat Mahabulave, Baki Lala ko nazar lage to pe Rainon karave. That chalo yogi, come on to Nanda Bhavan. Mother Yasoda is calling you. Please stay back your nazar, your evil eye, and stop this Lala from crying. So they brought Lord Shiva there to Nanda Maharaj's palace. And Mother Yasoda, she opened the door. Then Lala, he got darshan of Lord Shiva. He began to smile. Mother Yasoda then shut the door. Lala again began to cry. She came outside, Baba, you got your darshan, now you stop his crying. Said, Maya, only one way to stop this Lala from crying. So, batao, tell me. Maya, when your Lala's foot will come on my head, then this crying will be cured. And Mother Yasoda said, the samp, pichu, makri, nahi. In Hindi, when we want to say no, what do we say? Nahi. So Mother Yasoda said, nahi. And all the gopis, what did they say? You know how to say yes in Hindi? Ha. All the gopis said? And Mother Yasoda said, nahi. And all the gopis said? And Mother Yasoda said, nahi. And all the gopis said? Oh, so ha's one. So then Mother Yasoda, she opened the door, she lifted up her Lala, he put his lotus foot on Lord Shiva's head, and Lord Shiva became ecstatic. He began to dance, because he's, after all, he's Nataraj, he's the Lord of dance. And Lala was just laughing and laughing and laughing. And when we see the little boys laughing, they're too restless, they all ran off to swim, so we can't see them laughing. But if they were here, they would all be laughing. When you see the little boys laughing, you feel so much special happiness in the heart. Huh? When you see the little boys laugh, we feel some special happiness. Huh? So Mother Yasoda, she was feeling so happy. She said, Re re yogi nanda bhavan mein brij mein bason kije. Jab jab mera lala robe, tab tak darshan dije. Just like usually, when we go on Prikrama, then all day long we're telling you, chalo, 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 chalo. Huh? Opposite, rero. So she says, re re, stay. Now don't chalo, stay. Re yogi Nanda Bhavan mein, you just stay here in Nanda Bhavan. Brij mein bason kiji. Forget about that Kailash. That Mansarovar, forget about it. Brij mein bason kiji. Now you do your Brijabas. And jab jab mera lala robe, whenever my lala cries, tab tak darshan dije. Then you come and give your darshan. So Lord Shiva said, all right, I'll stay here. But there's two conditions. This is not unconditional devotional service. This is conditional devotional service. So two conditions are there. What is that? First condition is that whenever you bathe your lala, then you bring that bathing water, that charnamrit, and you pour it on my head. You bring that bath water and you pour it on my head. And second condition, whenever you feed your lala, then that uchist, those remnants, that mahaprasad, then you bring that to me. Then I will stay here in Nanda Bhavan. I will never go anywhere. I'll stay here in Nanda Bhavan, and no demon will ever come in this Nandagam area. So even till today, they take that charnamrit and they pour it on Lord Shiva. And every day after the Rajbhog, they bring that Mahaprasad, they offer one plate to Nandeswar Mahadev. And we see all the demons, they were killed outside Nandagam someplace. No demons ever came in this Nandagam. So in this way, so many wonderful pastimes took place. Now in this song we were singing Jaya Purnamasi, Jaya Abira Nagari. So Purnamasi, she lives on the eastern side of this Nandeswar Parvat. And Vrinda Devi is staying here on the western side. And Bhakti Ratnakar says she's arranging all the Leelas of Braj. So every morning from the eastern side, Purnamasi comes over here from the eastern side along with her granddaughter Nandimukhi. And they sit here in this Brindakund. Just imagine how important this place is. They sit here at Brindakund and they plan out all the Leelas of Braj. All the Leelas are planned out from this. This is the Braj Leela Planning Commission. Just imagine how important this place is. Braj Leela Planning Commission. It is not by accident that you got on the bus today and came here. You came all night to chant with us. It's all arranged by Vrinda Devi. Along with Purnamasi. Just like we know, Vrinda Devi's expansion is Tulsi. Just like all the Lakshmis are expansion of Srimati Radhika. Sarva Lakshmi Mai. You know beautiful verses there in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Sarva Lakshmi Mai. That all the Lakshmis are coming from Srimati Radhika. So same way from Vrinda Devi, she's the goddess of the forest of Braj, and all the Tulsis are expanded from her. And just like we know that we cannot offer anything to the Lord without Tulsi leaf. Just like we sing one Tulsi Artik. But there's another one. Sometimes we sing one little verse. What is it? Maharani Namo Namo Tulasi Maharani, Vrinde Maharani, Namo Namo. So in that Tulsi Artik, there's one verse that says, Chapan Bhog and Santis Byanjan. Chapan Bhog means 56 preparations and 37 savories. You're all becoming very hungry. So when is this guy going to stop talking? We'll have our Artik feast. But even if you offer 56 preparations and 37 savories and no tulsi leaf is there, Lord doesn't even see it. You're all impatient, but Lord, He doesn't even see it without tulsi leaf. So in same way, none of the Leelas of Braj are taking place without the intervention of Vrinda Devi. In that same way, that He doesn't accept any bhog offering without tulsi. So same way, no Leelas are taking place without the intervention of Vrinda Devi. She is the Leela Shakti of Lord Krishna. She's like the supreme temple commandress of Braj. She decides where the Leelas will be, who will be there, what birds will be there, what songs they'll sing, what colors they'll have, what trees will be there, what flowers they'll have, what colors they'll have, what scents they'll have, what animals will be there, what parts they'll play, like that. Who else will be there, what songs they'll sing. Everything is under her control. She's the supreme temple commandress of Braj. In fact, she keeps little godowns, little warehouses all over Braj with special paraphernalia for the Leelas. Just like now in a couple more months will come the month of Magh. What happens in month of Magh? Magh Mela. And every 12 years? Kumbh Mela. Very, very cold. Who went to Kumbh Mela 2 years ago? Who was there with us? Very cold, And water is also very cold. Great austerity. So, every day, Kutila, she's the sister-in-law of Radharani. She saw that Radharani, every day in this very cold month of Magh, this very, 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 very sweet and delicate, extremely delicate sister-in-law of mine is going to the Jamuna to take her bath. How can this very soft and delicate little girl possibly be tolerating? Must be something up. So she wandered over to Nandagam. And she saw some Nandagam Basis and she said, "Oh, what is the news of the Prince of Braj today?" Said, "Oh, our Prince of Braj is following a very strict religious vow. Every day in this month of Magh, he's going to the bank of the Jamuna and taking his bath." Acha, is it? I wonder what type of religious performances they're doing on the Jamuna bank. So then, Kutila, she wandered down on the bank of the Jamuna. Way down, just by the Madan Mohan temple, there's a very beautiful place called Praskandananda Tirth, just on the bottom of Madan Mohan temple. And beautiful Kunj was there, and Srimati Radhika and Brajendanandan Shyam Sundar, they were enjoying wonderful pastimes with all the Sakhis and Manjaris. When suddenly Tulsi Manjari came running into the flower bower, and she saw all of the gopis are just floating in the ocean of bliss. They're just tossed about by the waves of bliss, enjoying the pastimes of Radha and Krishna. And she came in and announced, "Bo, Bo, Devis, I come with news that is like a thunderbolt for the Braja Devis. Kutila is wandering along the banks of the Jamuna and she's headed right in this direction. In fact, she's almost here right now. And all of the gopis and everyone was very shocked. No, no, and Radharani became very upset. No, now what to do? And Shamsundar said, don't worry. You just sit here. I will disguise myself as Abhimanyu and I will cut off Abhimanyu's sister, making believe that I'm her brother, and misdirect her, and then from there I will take this pastime to even higher and higher heights. So then Sri Nandanandan, he went to Vrinda Devi. He said, quick Vrinda Devi, I need an outfit just like Abhimanyu. So immediately Vrinda Devi has a little go down, little warehouse. She opens up, she dresses him just like Abhimanyu. Can't tell the difference. She has all that outfit there at her little warehouse. She's keeping these little warehouses here. So she takes out this outfit, dresses him up just like Abhimanyu. So he goes walking down the bank of the Jamuna, and who does he run into? His sister, Kutila. So, my dear sister, what are you doing here? Oh, you stupid brother of mine. You never believe me when I tell you about your wife and that rascal ravisher of young women, Nandanandan. You never believe me. But I have seen that your wife is going every day to the bank of the Jamuna to take bath in this very cold month. How do you expect that she's tolerating such a sweet, delicate young girl? And I have heard that this Nandanandan is also going to the bank of the Jamuna. So you just put one and one together, my stupid brother of mine. What do you think is going on? What type of religious performance do you think they're doing? And Abhimanyu says, oh, I was trying to train up one of my new bulls to plow, and he broke away from the plow and ran in this way, and I've been chasing him all over and I can't find him, and that is already bothering my heart. But the news you have given me is really bothering my heart. I tell you what, my dear sister, I will wait here in the bushes, and you go ahead. If you find those two together, then you come back here and call me, and from the bushes I will watch their nasty activities. And if you don't find it together, then you come back and tell me, and I'll see what to do from there. So Kutila, she goes wandering on down, and she finds all Radharani and all the gopis are there in the flower bower. But no Krishna is there. And all the Sakhis call out, oh Kutila, what brings you down here to the bank of the Jamuna so early in the morning? She said, I've come here to learn of your activities. And Lalita says, well, learn all you can. I've already learned everything I need to know. Oh, please tell us from your own mouth, what is it you have learned today? She says, I don't have to tell you anything. The scent of Hari in this place tells the whole story. So Hari also means lion, just like we sing, Jayanara Hari, Jayanara Hari, Nar, man, and Hari, lion. So Hari also means lion. So all the Sakhis go, oh Kutila, you smell a lion nearby? Oh, you saved us. We're just poor, helpless young girls in the forest. If a lion came, I don't know what would have happened to us. You've saved us today. Oh, you smart aleck little girls. You just don't try to be cute with me. No, you've saved us. Saved you from what? Who's inside that flower bower right there? So how do we know? It must be some demigod's flower house. Well, open up the door and show me who's inside. How can we open up the door of someone else's house? Oh, Lalita, you cannot open the door of someone else's house? but I've heard that you're the self-effulgent acharya and teaching others how to open the door of other people's houses. And she walks up, and with that she kicks down the door of the flower house. And inside she sees a bed of roses and malati flowers and jasmine flowers and malati flowers. And there is Radharani's necklace, pearl necklace, entwined with Krishna's flower garland. And she runs inside. Just see, now I have the evidence. This is your pearl necklace and the flower garland of that rascal, that debauchee, that polluter of women. And Radharani says, that necklace doesn't belong to me. That must be some demigod's. Don't try to be cheeky with me. And Radharani becomes very angry, and she begins to move her eyebrows up and down. He says, well, you can take that flower garland and mala wherever your fickle mind wants to carry you. Go with your fickle mind and tell whoever you want to tell. But it doesn't bother me in the least, because it doesn't belong to me and I don't know anything about it. And we're not at all frightened of you. And by this time, all the gopis are shaking their heads, and Kutila sees that she's alone with all these bold gopi girls there, and Radharani very angry, and she begins to back up. I'll show you, I'm going to take this to Mother Jatila right now. You go wherever you want. So she runs down the flower path to where her so-called brother, is hiding. He says, just see, my brother, here is the pearl necklace of your own wife, twisted together with the flower garland of that rascal Sri Krishna. Oh, Kutila, this is terrible. I tell you what, you give me the evidence, and I will immediately go to King Kamsa and show him what is going on in his kingdom. He will bring 100 cavalrymen, and he'll bring 10 cavalrymen and 100 foot soldiers, and arrest this Nandanandan and his father and throw them in a deep, dark dungeon. So what happens? Now Nandanandan, he has the evidence in his hand. No more evidence. He says, actually, I got a better idea. Better we not let this shame come on our family. I will go to Govardhan Mala and tell him that this necklace belongs to his wife Chandravali. And this is the flower garland of Sri Krishna, and I have found them. I will send him to King Kamsa. So sister, you please run home quickly to Mother Jatila, and I will come very soon. So Kutila, she goes running back to Javat, just nearby. We passed it on the buses when we were coming, Javat. Meanwhile, Nandanandan, he goes strolling along the banks of the Jamuna, smelling the flowers and licking the honey from the trees and enjoying himself, playing on his flute. Radhe Radhe, Viraje. Just having a good time all by himself in the forest. Just like we're here in this very sweet forest having a good time. So, he's going along in the forest having a good time. After what he thinks is appropriate for Abhimanyu to go to Mathura and come back, he wanders over to Javat. And he comes there and he calls out, "Oh, Mother Jatila! Oh, Sister Kutila! I have just come from Mathura where I have seen King Kamsa. He's sending 10 cavalrymen and 100 foot soldiers to arrest this rascal, Nandanandan and his father, and throw them into a deep, dark, dingy dungeon. But on the way I have heard the most mischievous news, most horrible news. That rascal ravisher of young women has dressed himself just like me and is on his way here right now. So I want you to make nice mud balls with lots of gober and stones and sticks inside. You make nice gober balls and you go up on top of the roof and you stand there and wait for him, and when he comes, you just throw these big gober balls at him and throw sticks at him and call him the worst names you can think of. Meanwhile, I will take my wife downstairs because you don't know. You know what will happen if she even gets a scent of that rascal. So I will lock myself in the room downstairs and you all go up on the roof. So Jatila and Kutila, they make nice big gobar balls filled with stones and rocks and sticks and so many things, and they go up on the roof just watching and watching. Meanwhile, real Abhimanyu comes walking home, not knowing anything. And as soon as he comes walking up the path to his door, Mother Jatila takes a big gobar ball and pam! Oh! Mother, what have you done? How dare you call me mother? But I'm your son, Abhimanyu. Of course I'll call you my mother. We know who you really are. Don't try to fool us, you rascal. But it's me, your son, Abhimanyu. And Kutila says, we know who you are. And she throws her gobar ball. But sister, it's me, your brother. We know who you are. Don't try to fool us. Another gobar ball. And sticks. And then they just start calling him the worst names. You can't imagine. It's a good thing that most of you don't know Hindi, otherwise you'd be surprised what the Brishbasis are saying. What do they say? Bolan tohela vachanantagari, kari lakata pani kubakari, dekhi sham marupuri pretumari. Bolan tohela. All the speaking is hela. Hela means just like, oh, Deena Bandhu, Ajao, come here. Isn't it? All the Brishbasis talk like, oh, Deena Bandhu, come here. Bolan tohela vachanantagari. Every word is a cuss word. Those of you who don't know Hindi, you'll be shocked. You'll turn pink if you knew what they were saying to one another. Every word is a cuss word. Bolan tohela vachanantagari. Kari lakat. Everywhere is these thorn trees. And pani kubakor. All the water is very salty, except this water coming from our pipe. From very far away from here. From very far away from Nandagam. Otherwise, by Nandagam, all the water is very salty. Dekhi Sham Marupuri. Oh, we have seen your Marupuri Sham. So they can use the most filthiest language. You would turn pink and pink if you knew what they were saying to each other. So they were just using the worst language, and Abhimanyu, and he just ran off to go find. My sister and mother are haunted by some sort of ghost. I'll have to go get an exorcist. And he ran off to go find some exorcist. So like that, Vrinda Devi, she keeps these little go-downs, these little warehouses all over Braj, just to whatever paraphernalia is needed for the Leela, then she immediately has it available. And every afternoon she has her own personal service. She makes nice, in the winter time, she makes nice warming drinks. Just like my dear friend Indulega, she brought nice ginger tea for me, hot, burning hot ginger tea. So like that, she makes nice warming drinks that warm up. And in the summertime, then she makes, it's very special, tandai. They take almonds and grind them into a paste. And what else? What do you call cardamom? And milk. And little water to make it nice and thin. Oh, you drink this, and lots of black pepper. Oh, they grind up black pepper and almonds all together, and you become very, very cool. So she makes nice cooling drinks and little fruit salads. This is Vrinda Devi's personal service every afternoon. So like that, Vrinda Devi has so many wonderful services. And she's arranging all of the Leelas. She's the Leela Shakti. And next year, in February, 14th of February, Because we're just about to start. We've cleared everything away. We're ready to start phase 2 to build the pujari room, kitchen, and guest room, and veranda, and everything at Vrinda Devi's temple. And the most all beautiful deity of Vrinda Devi. And you'll see her right hand is raised, giving benediction to all the devotees who come to take her darshan. In her left hand she's holding a lotus flower. On that lotus flower is sitting a little parrot. His name is Daksha. And Daksha has 1,00,000 of disciples, 100,000 disciples. And they fly all over Braj and come back and tell Vrinda Devi everything that's going on. They fly hither and thither and hither and thither, and then they come back. They tell Vrinda Devi who's talking to who, who's going where with who, who's doing what, who's talking with whom, who's going where with whom. This conversation we heard in this place. We saw 3 buses filled with white sadhus going toward Vrindakund. Everything they come back and tell Vrinda Devi. Just like you see in this old tree behind the temple. As I told you, when you're sitting right in front of that tree, then the sun will come out. That's why I didn't want to move the temple from that place. The old temple was there. So we built new temples so there's nowhere to go because it was right up against the Kund. So we went out over the Kund. Now we have Jal Mahal, water palace. You can see how the reflection of the water is playing so sweetly on the temple. Beautiful water palace we made for Vrinda Devi. So this tree, always filled with so many parrots, all day long, chattering and chattering. Even in this time, just like now, when was the last time you heard peacock? About 10, 12 days we haven't heard peacock, is it? As soon as it gets cold, we don't hear the peacocks, we don't hear the cuckoos, only we hear the parrots chirping. Yesterday we went to, where was that? Gokul, Chintaharan Ghat. So many parrots. Vishnu Murti was there. So many parrots. All chirping and chirping. But everyone else has become quiet. We don't hear the peacocks. When you come for Gaur Purnima, then all night long you hear ew, ew. One starts over here, then it goes around. Ew, oh, ew, oh, ew, oh, ew. Starts over here, then 3 of them go off. All around. But now they're quiet, it's cold. And we told what Mother Yasoda said the peacocks are saying. Kika, kika. Somebody else said, Mego, Mego. You know Meg? Just like there's one fellow named Meghanath. You know Meg? Meg means cloud. So they're calling, Mego, Mego. Let the cloud come, because the peacocks become very happy. They sing very sweetly in rainy season. As soon as the thunder is there, ew, ew. As soon as they see the black cloud, they all begin to sing. So they're singing, Mego, Mego. Of course, our Achyuta Prabhu, who headed up the Samadhi construction, so he's from a certain place, and he told me what he thought the peacocks were saying. New York! New York! So anyway, now all the peacocks are very quiet. Only the parrots are singing and twittering in the trees. And especially in this tree, so many holes are there. The parrots live in those holes. And this tree, in local language, he's called chokra. Just like right next to us, right next to this tent, there's another little chokra tree. I've been watching this one for the last 15 years. He was already there, and now he's 15 years older than he was before, and he's hardly very big. Now you go behind the temple and see this tree like this. Somebody came from a botanical something or other in Delhi, and he had never seen such a huge chokra tree. In local language they call it chokra. In Sanskrit we call sami. In Bhagavatam, Prabhupada explains the sami wood is used for Jagya. And they grow very slow. So this huge one, nobody can say how old it is. That person, he was just shocked when he saw this tree. Same tree, I'm not much scholar of Mahabharata, but anyway, Mahabharata, you remember that Arjuna, he tied all the weapons in a leather case and then he tied it in a sami tree, just like this tree. This is sami tree. Huge old sami tree. And all his branches go like this, so we were able to build the temple. The tower goes straight up, and just the tree is embracing the temple tower. Because all the branches went out to the side, so we could go way up inside the tree. And tree is just embracing and sheltering our temple tower so sweetly. Chokra. And right behind, by himself, one people tree has come. If you saw the leaf with the tail, you can go behind and you can also see the tree with the leaf with the tail is also growing there, just by himself. You'll see the chokra tree is very black, the people tree is very white, just like Krishna and Balaram. In fact, that Krishna and Balaram tree just near our temple in Vrindavan, that's also chokra and people tree, where the people tree used to be sitting on his shoulder. Unfortunately, he's dried up. Like that. So this old Sami Vriksh, filled with parrots. And then behind you see there's another kund filled with this cattails right now. If you know this type of grass, that little furry little tail comes in the rainy season. We call it cattail, filled with cattails. When we finish phase 2, then we'll start phase 3 to fix up that kund also. That is Gupta kund. Gupta means secret. So here very secret pastimes take place. Every morning, just after the morning pastimes means that Radharani has benediction from Durvas Muni, that whatever she cooks will be just as sweet as nectar, and whoever tastes her cooking will never get any disease. So the Brishbasis all insist that Radharani has to cook for Nandalala, then he will never get any disease, he will live for a long time, and we will be very, very happy. Because parents always worrying about the children. Isn't it? When you wanted to come to India, your parents said, no, don't take your child with you. He's going to get sick. He's going to get TB. He's going to die. He's going to get, plague. I remember one year nobody came because plague. Everybody got plagued by material. We were here. We didn't know anything was going on. We didn't even know anything was going on, but all over the news media, the plague. So everybody came plagued with material desires and they couldn't come to Vrindavan for Kartik. Hardly anyone. They got plagued by material desires. Material fears. So the parents are always worried about the children. They'll get some disease. So all the Brishbasis, they said, no, if Nandalala will eat Radharani's cooking, he'll never get any disease, he'll never die, he'll live for a long life, and we'll all be very happy. So every day she cooks. One day she made Manohar laddus. Manohar, enchanting laddus. And this time she stayed behind to see how Shyam Sundar will like these laddus. So there's a special room where all the cowherd boys sit, and Mother Rohini and Mother Yasoda, assisted by Dhanishta. Dhanishta is very clever. She always manages to get some chewed remnants of Krishna and she ties it in the corner of her sari to take back to Java to give to Radharani. So she's assisting. And they're serving out all the cowherd boys. And Radharani was just peeking from the window to see. Now Nanda, and he also saw that Srimati Radhika is peeking from the window. And he also saw on his plate, so many Manohar laddus are there. So now you have to stop looking at your translator and look at me because he can't translate the next piece. He picked up one of those Manohar laddus and he popped it in his mouth and began to eat it. He made a horrible face. Just like somebody, if you take some of, all these neem trees are growing here, if you take some of this neem and Radharani became so frightened. So then Nanda, he placed all of those laddus over on Sridham's plate. And Sridham saw that all of Lala's laddus has come on his plate immediately. Ping, ping, ping. He was eating like this. Then Radharani knew, oh, this rascal's just teasing. So these are like the morning pastimes. After those morning pastimes, this road goes to Barokar, the Goshala of Nanda Maharaj. So Nanda, he comes down this road. Radharani tells her friend that I heard there's a beautiful garden. Beautiful garden with flowers and trees on the western side of Nandagam. So she comes by another road. And Gupt, secretly they meet here at Vrindakund. This is very, very special. This is called Yoga Pit. Only the most confidential Sakhis and Manjaris are able to come. This is the first meeting place. This is called Pratakalin, morning Yoga Pit. Just like Radhakund is Madhyakalin, noontime Yoga Pit, special meeting place is Radhakund. And Sayankalin, the night time, that is just behind Radha Govinda temple in Vrindavan. That is also Yoga Pit. These are the 3 Yoga Pits of Braj. This is one here. That is how important this place is. This is the first Yoga Pit of Braj. And a beautiful golden lotus comes with a jeweled throne, Ratna Singhasan. And Radha and Krishna sit on that throne. All around there's 8 golden lotus petals. And the Asta Sakhis, they sit on those petals. In between comes 8 more petals. Astamandaris are sitting there. Then 16 more petals. Then 32 more petals. Then 64 more petals. Then 128. Then 512. And after a while there's megabytes and megabytes of Sakhis and Manjaris all enjoying this beautiful Yoga Pit Darshan. This is such a special place. For 2 reasons special place. And somehow this very special place has come to the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada. Just like that Jagannath Mandir in Mayapur came to Prabhupada because he made Jagannath famous all over the world. So in the same way, Prabhupada made Vrindavan and Tulsi famous all over the world. So this very beautiful place, Vrindakund, has come. When Baba was living here, his Samadhi is just there on the side of Guptakund. He told me right on that particular corner he wanted to be. On the southeastern corner of Guptakund, he wanted to be there. One famous Baba was there, Baba Madhav Das. He was very, very strict Baba. Just like we'll find so many Babas just they go for the feast, fill their belly with puri and sag, go back to their bhajan kutir and chant Zed mantra. This is their Astakalin Leela Smarnam, remembering the eightfold pastimes. So they're bent in 8 ways on their bed. But Baba was very, very strict. I never, ever, even in the coldest winter or the hottest summer, ever saw him with shoes on. And he only shaved once every 6 months. He never talked much about his past, but later I met one other Baba who's still very, very old Baba living in Radhakund, who was a disciple of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. So he told me that Baba Madhav Das was his godbrother, which makes him the godbrother of our Srila Prabhupada. When Gaudiya Math went through its changes, then both of them came here to Braj and became Babajis, living here and doing their bhajan. But he never, I hint something was there, I knew, some touch of Gaudiya Math was there, but he would never talk. He was very renounced, he never talked much about his past. But later from this Baba I've learned that he was actually Prabhupada's godbrother. At the end he was always telling me, whatever your Prabhupada has given you, that is all you need. You just follow him, everything he has given you is perfect. You don't worry about anything, just follow your Prabhupada. So he found this place. It was completely neglected. It was just going to be plowed under and turned into a wheat field. There's so many kunds. There's supposed to be 56 kunds here in Nandagam. Nandagam Chapan Kund. There's 56 kunds, but you can barely find 30 if you're lucky. They've all just filled them in and plowed them up and turned them into wheat fields and rice fields and mustard fields. So that was the fate of this place. But he understood this place, Vrindakund, this is Vrinda Devi. Tulsi is not only important for Gaudiya Sampradaya, for all the Vaishnavas. Everybody is wearing Tulsi Kanti. Everybody's chanting on Tulsi Mala. It's important for all of us, all the Vaishnava community. So gradually he restored the place. He made a little tiny temple. This is his original bhajan kutir he made 30 years ago, or maybe 40 years ago actually. And he was way ahead of his time. He was an environmentalist before anybody even heard of the word. Even he found this place, he protected it somebody. He went to Jagannath Puri, stayed there for 25 years before he came back here to fully develop. While he was in Puri, they made some plan to take the plaster off of the temple. That I watched with my own eyes. They took the plaster off. And he got a stay order. I have all the legal papers from him. He stopped the government from doing that because he understood. These old kings, they knew this sea air is full of moisture. And this rock is very porous. If that moisture will get inside, the rock will break. And I didn't have heart to tell Baba that they'd overturned his stay order. But before my very eyes, I used to go to Puri every year and saw them. So many wonderful things were underneath, but then we've read in the paper how a big 5-ton piece of stone has fallen off the back. They had to move Lord Jagannath out of his darshan mandap because stones were falling. Everything that Baba said is happening. They took the plaster off, now the porous stone is soaking up the sea air and it's cracking. He used to go outside of Braj. He wasn't afraid to leave Braj. He would bring back all the different types of flowers, even chandan flowers. Sandalwood trees he planted all over Braj. And malati, whatever flower that we hear about and used in Krishna's service, whatever flower, he would beg those trees from different government nurseries all around the country, bring them back. Now when you go to Radhakund from our temple, we go over the main railway line, then all of a sudden way down the way there's another little line. That's the line from Alwar to Mathura. The straight line, shortest distance is a straight line. The straight line goes right over Govardhan Hill. So they made plan to build that railway line across Govardhan Hill. Can you imagine? His mercy. I also have those legal papers. He got a stay order. They had to spend an extra crore of rupees and made that line go around Govardhan Hill. Imagine going in Govardhan Prikam and you have to wait for the train to go by. On one side and you get around the other side and it's your bad luck, you get stopped there, just like when we go from our temple to Radhakund, sometimes you get it by going, sometimes you get it coming both. But just imagine. So like that, he did so many. Then somehow or other he got cancer. Then he came to me and said, I have this wonderful place. I had never been here. You can see this 2-story building. Okay, time is up. You can see this 2-story building from the road. So I would always point, there's Vrinda Devi's place, but I had never actually come here. And this Baba came, he said, I have this place, I'm dying of cancer, I've installed Vrinda Devi's deity there, please take it. And he told me he'd been to many people, and it's not just the ISKCON mantra. It's like as soon as you have some new program, you go to your temple president or your GBC, what do they say? No men, no money. As soon as you have some new program, no men, everybody's laughing, they know. But it's not just the ISKCON mantra, this is a universal mantra. He went to so many, even outside of Gaudiya Sampradaya, everybody said no men, no money. Then he brought me here, that time it was completely, you see these sticker trees growing behind here. These are foreign sticker trees. Otherwise I don't have an example of the local sticker tree, these are imported. But the local sticker tree, she has some grace. Some of them are dancing this way, some of them are dancing that way. They're very beautiful, the local sticker trees. But this is important. You see, it looks like such a hippie, just growing out of control. And they multiply. This whole place was just covered. They don't let anything else grow. They take up everything. They just kill everything off. So nothing was here except these foreign sticker trees and a few local sticker. I left the local sticker trees, although the wind has blown some of them over. So And before my very eyes, on the first day of the Hindu year, while I was chanting Hare Krishna and Govinda Dasi was holding a painting of Vrinda Devi in front of his face, he chanted Hare Krishna and left this world. And we placed him in Samadhi on the southeast corner of Gupta Kunda as he desired. So now Pujari has come, it's time for Artik. So we'll go for Artik. After Artik, then we'll bring all the sadhus here to this tent. Jai Jai Sri Radhe! Nitai Gaura Hari! Sri Vrinda Devi Maharani ki! Revealer of Sri Vrinda Bandhu Srila Prabhupada ki!
This is food for life and Vrinda Kund. Prasad for this. Very good. More under for
Raman! Oh, Raman! Let it up! Uno cámara sabe cómo vía. Moran में पाक रखे। बाबा। पूरी नहीं पूरी। क्या पीछे मुन्नी क्या करती मुन्नी में लग रही है 2 मिनट लगने हैं वो चलो वो मुन्नी चलो ये मुन्नी नहीं तुम्हारा फेंको ना मेरे मेरा माल हो तो जब जमा तो जब ताजा जब फेंक